Welcome back to the channel. This video, I wanted to talk a little bit about colloidal silver, as I did in the last video, but this is a little different. This video, first I want to show you how I make the stuff. It's quite easy. I made a video about it in the past, and but I figure with this COVID-19 coronavirus, that way I'm making now that would get people who may want to know, they can, just help out a little bit. So let's get to it. Alright, so this video here I want to show, I showed a video before, but that's been a while back, and I figured with the threat of the coronavirus and everyone is fearing about, I figured I would go ahead and remake this video of how to make colloidal silver. This part is actually optional. I made this out of an old phone case, but what you're going to need is wire that is 99.99% silver, a container to make it in this case I'm using a Ball, was the brand of it there, mason jar, distilled water, which you can get in most places for $1 or less. This thing, which is the TDS easy, it measures the parts per million. We need some 9-volt batteries if you're doing it the cheap way like I do. You could obviously buy a generator online, but I don't have the funds for them at the point. And wires with or without the alligator clips, which I prefer them. A little easier. And basically the goal is to use the silver in the water, use the batteries to create a current through them, the two leads, which will be in the wire in the water, to create colloidal silver, which is silver that is basically suspended in the water. Okay, so basically I made this so I could just do a little different this time, because what I used to do was just bend these over the edge, hook the wires to them. I want to try something a little different. This is not the easiest thing to do. Yes, ideally I would want longer silver than wires than this, and I may order more to continue to do it in this style. I may order some, because if this was just one of them, in fact in the beginning it was one long one like this, but that's not too important. So we're going to get this set up and I'll show you exactly what I mean. Alright, so that wasn't working out with this piece. So I got them clipped to the back. And you see they're about 1 inch apart. And hooked to the batteries in sequence. 3 batteries is often the best. You could, however, use more, but I think 27 volts is the key. I mean, more volts would probably make it a little faster, but at this configuration, it could take an hour or a little more than an hour to get to the desired part per million. One thing is, I'd say about 5 to 10 minutes, you're going to need to clean the rods. Sometimes they get kind of some buildup on them. I don't know if I'll be able to catch it or not with the reaction it's going to have. It'll be a little hard to catch that. Anyway, I will come back in a bit and show you the next part of it, which is probably cleaning off one of the rods. And we'll go from there. As you can see here, that buildup. That one there probably can't see it. I'm pretty sure it's got little bubbles coming off of it. And this is what I'm talking about. You have to clean this off on it every little bit to keep it looking, to keep it working, because that gets like that, you know, you don't want that. So I'll get to that and I'll be right back. So I take them out, wipe them off with a paper towel or napkin, then clean them with a scrubby punt thing again, make them, you know. Now I'll just take something like a plastic spoon or something and stir it up for a few seconds. And then we'll put it back in and continue our work. Alright, so as a finished product, I painted this jar with Plasti Dip black to keep light out of it. And this is the silver that I made for myself, my own use, basically. And then I got this squirt bottle here. As you can see, it's just a normal little squirt bottle. And I filled it up with as well. This I take to work. I can use it as hand sanitizer, or take it, or spray it in the mouth orally, or spray it in as I'm breathing if you get into the lungs, that kind of thing. I just started with, I mean, I've always made this stuff, you know, and kept it and used it on a daily basis. A mouthful in the morning, you know, as a drink of it, keeping the system. But the whole thing right here with this came about with the whole corona, wanting you to keep your hand disinfected and being that it attacks the lungs and all that. I figured this would be a good idea. And this particular batch is, I think, 10 parts per million, which is more than strong enough. So that's the story. That's how you make the stuff. And now we will talk about some of the benefits. Alright, so now I'm going to talk a little bit about the benefits of colloidal silver. Now, testing wise, they've supposedly tested it on a bunch of different pathogens and infections, ranging from the common cold to the flu to Ebola. I think it's called Ebola. Everything it tested on it killed it. It even kills some forms, maybe all, of cancer. Now, the effects they show could take longer when you actually do it. And I say that because when they do the test, it's more of a direct contact with the virus or whatever it is. So if they use it on a cancer cell, or they use it on the Ebola, or they use it on the flu, it's all done in lab with direct contact. Whereas going through the body could take a little different, and unless you can have a way to directly apply it. Now the squirt bottle I showed earlier, basically it's just a normal pumping squirt bottle. You just pop the lid off, you can spray it in your mouth. Under the tongue is the best place if you just want to get it in your system, under the tongue. If you squirts, you know, if you're really ill, I mean, you have flu or something like that, or you know, something of the sort, I would say about 10 or so squirts under the tongue. Hold it there for about 30 seconds, then swallow it. Under the tongue has really soft skin, so it's easy to absorb. And if you want to get into the lungs, you can spray it in your mouth as you breathe in. Be careful though, because you can't choke yourself on it. If you just keep spraying a lot of it, you can choke on it. So just do a squirt. As the whole time you're taking a deep breath, you squirt it a few times. And if you want to do like nasal congestion, if you have a sinus infection like that, you could also spray it up the nose and sniff it, inhale it, and or if you have a bottle that has a drip type top to it, like kind of opens up, you know, you can drip it in. I don't use that kind. I use the square one. It works just fine for me. But I have used colloidal silver for somewhere over 2 years now. I know some people think that you'll turn blue if you use it. That's not true. The guy that turned blue because he didn't use colloidal silver, he used silver chloride or something like that, which turned him blue. As you can tell, I'm still rather pale here, and I've used it, like I said, for 2 years now. I don't just do it when I'm sick. I use some of it every day. Sometimes here recently I'm doing it in the morning and the evening, and I get that. Like I said, I take a little spray bottle to work, and I use it throughout the day. Yeah, it's hand sanitizer, spit on the hands, rub it in, and orally too. So, but that's all I'm going to. For this video, I just wanted to put out there how you make this stuff and some of the benefits here, so you guys can take and do with it what you will. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you learned something or are motivated to try it yourself. Until next time, have a blessed day.